Rapid fire.
All like personal ones.
What is your bank account information and your routing number?
It's low. It's low. That's all you need to know. It's a very low number.
I promise you won't be making game much from it. So.
No.
I said, oops, upside your head. I said, oops, upside your head. What's up, you guys?
Hey guys, so we were going to add this video, what we're about to show you guys, to our weekly video, but we just wanted to create just kind of a special bonus video. We didn't want to take away and cut a lot of it out for the weekly video.
So yeah, we wanted this bonus clip to be separate from the episode, so that way we could just highlight more of our friends, Anna and Kyle, Winston on the Road, because we actually found out about these guys from YouTube originally. So Scott was looking at some different YouTube videos about different deck builds and everything, stumbled across theirs, started following them on Instagram, and then realized we live in the same town, which was amazing. So now we've become fast friends, and we just want to highlight them to you guys so you guys can start following them in their journey. They're quite a ways ahead of us in their build, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
So we want you guys to be able to see it. Get out here!
Take!
Well,
So, what we thought was just going to be a quick intro to us meeting Winston on the road turned out to be quite the eventful evening. So, as you just kind of saw, after a lot of screaming and running, we went outside to find that our two dogs had cornered a possum.
nope. I went outside when I heard the dogs barking. Scott sat here and was like, oh, I'm just thinking they're barking at another dog. I run outside and I see both dogs like backsides in the bush. And then I see our little dog Star move. And then I see the possum, at this point I thought was a raccoon. See the raccoon possum move towards Star. And when that happened, Tank kicked into Big Brother mode and was like, not today. And picked the possum up, and the possum went back down, and then I screamed for Scott. Scott came out. This all happened very fast. You came out and handled the situation.
So I ran out there, and by this time, Tank managed to get the possum in its mouth and was just shaking it around like a rag doll.
And I was just freaking out because I was so sad, A, that he was doing this to an animal, but then also thankful that he was protecting Star from whatever it was. But then also I was just really sad that he had potentially killed an animal.
And so he managed to put the possum down. I managed to pick Tank up and throw him onto the deck. Well, not literally
you
throw
passed
him,
over
but,
to me.
And then Star tried to go after him, and so I got
The
Star.
possum.
And so the possum was just like laid out. I thought like the possum had died. And so
then we took care of Tank and made sure that he was okay, and we made sure that it didn't look like he had any bites or anything like that.
But so he had a bunch of blood all over him from him attacking the possum. And so I'm on the deck, rinsing him down, trying to wash out his mouth. Next thing I know is the possum is back up, so it wasn't dead. I guess it was playing possum and just wandered off, so I'm sure it's injured somewhere. But crazy thing is, next thing we know, there's a flashlight shining into his backyard.
And I thought it was the back neighbors.
You thought it was back neighbors. It turned out it was two cops.
Had no idea.
And they're shouting, is everything okay? And I'm explaining, yeah, my dog just got hold of a possum. And they're like, oh, we're coming round, come check it out.
What's your house address? They came over.
So they came over. They were responding to a different call that they just got from, apparently, something going on and other screaming from the other side of the neighborhood. And so at the same time, they're responding to that.
And then I'm screaming, like, I was shouting, like, Tank, stop, let it go. And babe, get out here. And so I'm screaming all that, and they're literally behind our house, like the ways and stuff. And so they were checking to make sure we were okay. I didn't know there were cops at this point. I thought it was our neighbors, and I'm like, I'm so sorry for shouting and overreacting. Our dog had a possum, and I was scared for him, and I was sad for the possum. I'm sorry. And then they came over and talked to Scott while I was on the phone with the vet to make sure, like, hey, do we need to bring our dog in? And thankfully possums don't usually carry rabies and they're not concerned. So, oh, that was intense. So,
Tink, what did you do? What did you do, Paul? So, turned out to be quite the crazy night. But anyway, here's the video. What up, everybody?
Hey guys, how's it going? So as you saw, well, if you haven't seen our last video, go check it out.
Check it out right here.
Yeah,
where does it go?
I think it's right. Yeah. And so today we're actually going and heading out to see Anna and Kyle from Winston on the Road. And so we're actually going to go drive to their place where they have their bus. And they're ahead of us in the renovation stage, and so we're excited to kind of see where they're at and get to know them, ask a bunch of questions, and all that good stuff.
Take the tour of the bus. We're super excited.
Yep, so come along.
2 a.m. in the car playing our favorite song. Turn it up, windows down, we sing along. The summer night has just begun. The moon is bright, let's have some fun. Oh, this is everything, with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna.
All these words work so well.
Super. So we're here with Anna and Kyle from Winston on the Road, who you guys met last week, and we're seeing their gorgeous bus. It looks incredible, and we're gonna just chat with them for a little bit, so you guys gonna be here for that. Hi! Welcome back.
Welcome to our bus.
It was actually initiated from him first.
Yeah, so on our second date, I told her that I wanted to convert my Nissan Xterra to live out of it at least for a month. And then I was like, but the ultimate goal is to get a van. And she was like, okay, cool, like, let's do it. And
I was pretty like, all right, let's do it. It was actually funny because he was taking me out in the middle of nowhere for a second date, and I was like, great, we're gonna die.
I took her to the woods, and I was like,
a lovely way to die.
Yeah.
And then he explained all of that, and I was like,
Oh,
well,
it makes sense.
okay, whatever, let's do it. And so,
Yeah.
even though we weren't sure if we were gonna end up together, but
True.
we did.
But there was an ice cream parlor in the woods.
Yeah.
So that, so I mean, it wasn't.
There was a destination.
It was not,
It wasn't death.
Exactly.
It was
It was ice cream.
I texted my mom letting her know I was gonna die, but that's
share
okay.
your location.
Yeah.
But just so we wanted to do a van for the longest time, and then her mom actually recommended a bus, saying that we needed more room because she thought a van was too small for us. And once we adopted Porter, it was like, okay,
Yeah.
like as you just saw the
Energy.
crazy dog inside, it was like, okay, we need a bus, not a van. Like
Yeah.
we would not be able to survive in a Sprinter van with the two of them.
Well, I love traveling,
Yeah.
and growing up, I've always camped out and done camping trips every year with my family and church. Actually, it was like a combined thing. And then he's never camped before until we did our month-long pre-honeymoon trip, I guess you call it.
Lived out of a car
And
down by the river.
yeah, and we've always wanted to hit every national park and complete that, and so we were like, well, why not do it? You know, like, what's stopping us, really?
Yeah.
I wanted it because I wanted to be able to travel to like national parks and stuff like that. I had never really gone out west. I mean, I think I had maybe been to Texas once. That's pretty much as far west as I've been. Indiana, like I hadn't seen mountains out west or desert or anything like that. And instead of, you know, having to go back to like an Airbnb or a hotel all the time, just have like a mobile base where you can just constantly get to wherever you want. Probably patience, and we've talked about it a couple times. Neither one of us have any patience whatsoever.
I have a little more than half, let's be real.
I have no patience whatsoever.
Very
Anna has an ounce of patience. things always take longer than you want them to. We thought that we could buy the bus earlier than October. We wanted to have a bus by like August of 2018, and we wanted to be living out of it by April 1st of 2019. And obviously, we're still not close to that. Like, we think we'll be traveling probably the beginning of 2020, like early 2020 after the new year. But yeah, I mean, it's gotten to the point where we just stopped putting a deadline on it because it's just bums you out when you like just seeing the timeline encroach up. Yeah, it's just like whatever. Like, we'll travel when we travel. Yeah. Like, we'll just take however long we need to finish it. Do it.
What?
Absolutely, no, do it. Like, seriously.
Do it.
So the reason we started the whole motto of every day is Taco Tuesday is because, like, we love tacos, and we didn't want to wait until Tuesday to get something that we loved. And so it was like, if you have this goal that you want to achieve, or something that you want to have, or something like that, or something that you want to do, why wait for like the perfect time?
Yeah.
Because it's like that's never gonna happen.
Especially with like money, like we still don't have a lot of money, and yet when we bought this bus, we were just like, why? Like, just go do it, and then we'll figure out how to earn money back. But
yeah,
it just really does not amount. It does not care what the amount of money you have in your account, or if you are scared of literally everything. Just go do it. Yeah. Like, it will work out in a way. Every day is Taco Tuesday.
Okay, go eat a taco.
Bye! And so we hope you guys had a great time meeting Anna and Kyle and Winston on the road. Like I said, we've just become fast friends with these guys, and so we're excited to see the adventures ahead, and they're hopefully going to come around and see our bus. As you guys saw, they're a whole lot more ahead than we are, but it's great getting to ask those guys questions and just learn what they've already learned, so we can learn as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure you guys check them out. Awesome people. Check them out, Instagram, YouTube, and all that good stuff. And until then, we'll see you on a normal schedule video.
On the flippity flop.
Bye.
On the blackhead, I do not like you very much right now.
Every time we're with you guys, stuff comes out that we don't tell each other.
You guys make us honest people.
I'll just be up here.
No, really. It's like